Cogent Breeding developed the Precision Map tool to allow our customers the opportunity to utilize phenotypic values captured in their herd genetic report. This enables farmers to look at the genetic trends, allowing us to further deliver increased genetic gain, as well as maximizing the increased economic benefits by correlating data to their actual milk contract. Once you have selected your specific milk contract, you will note the functionality to select between lifetime and lactation. As expressed on the scatter graph on the right-hand side, note CCI, Cogent Custom Index, plotted against PLI. It's interesting to note when you select the various milk contracts to see how the correlation between PLI and CCI changes. This value expresses the average value in genetic gain, CCI or PLI, over the 5 lactations, including the young stock, 0 to 12 and 12 to 30 months of age. The average genetic gain per year value signifies the average gains achieved between the 5th lactation and heifer population expressed as CCI. On the right-hand side, the dials reflect the current herd average for all production and health traits, which will adjust subject to selecting the desired lactation. Selecting the Trends function allows us the opportunity to select between production, health, fertility, longevity, and functionality, whereby it summarizes the genetic trends for each of the lactation groups. More importantly, it allows us the opportunity to drill down into each of the lactation groups by selecting the nominated group. This page allows us to customize our customers' aims, objectives, and criteria to reflect in real time on-farm goals. These values are automatically populated with the values that are expressed in the herd genetic report. However, it allows us the functionality to either increase or decrease the values on the right-hand side through the plus and minus symbols to increase specificity. Here we look at the overall breeding strategy, whereby we can categorize the herd into 3 primary categories. The dials on the right-hand side reflect the average for each of the traits across the whole herd. As we select the categories, for instance Sexed Ultra 4M Dairy, we can see how the values in the dials now reflect the average value for this particular category. We can also see on the histograms the number of females in each of these categories in relation to the selected lactation. When we select the category Sexed Ultra 4M Beef, these are the females we would recommend to be served to male sexed beef, should that be an option. These females are selected based on the fact they have a fertility index 1 standard deviation above the mean for the particular herd, therefore not an industry average. The Cogent Beef Impact category really is an opportunity to maximize profit per pregnancy, whereby we recommend the use of conventional beef. As demonstrated earlier, we can clearly see the difference between the averages across the production and health traits for this particular category relative to the Sexed Ultra 4M Dairy and Sexed Ultra 4M Beef categories. It is noticeable that the majority of females eligible to serve to conventional beef is located in the 2nd lactation and above, and also represents the majority of females within the herd. This page allows us the opportunity to look at the full extended Cogent active lineup, whereby we can see the values broken down by CCI, Cogent Custom Index, PLI, and then also associated production and health traits. Here, we also have the option to select our pricing plan as either Herd Plan Elite, or then Other to comply with budget requirements. On this page, you will also locate a trait filter, whereby we allow further customization and segmentation for overall sire selections. Here, we can shift the parameters in accordance with customer specified selection criteria, such as milk kilos, fat, protein, lifespan, and then also fertility, in order to further drive selection intensity on the Cogent male population. The beef page allows us the opportunity to increase overall profitability per pregnancy by not just selecting the type of beef breed, but also the choice between proven or preliminary bulls, currently undergoing visions testing as young sires. Furthermore, we can select target groups where we categorize our female population according to maiden heifers, mature cows more than 100 days in milk, or then mature cows less than 100 days in milk. This is important as we want to ensure we select the right bulls by female category in order to make informative breeding decisions, resulting in increased conception rates and overall herd performance, maximizing economic gains both in calf value and overall cow impact. The CBI, Cogent Beef Impact Index, enables us to look at the EMI, Ease of Management Impact, and MVI, Market Value Impact, independently, in order to make accurate sire recommendations. Other crucially important traits, such as gestation length and calving ease, are also documented here. On the right-hand side of the page, we also have a trait filter option. As we apply these various filters by means of a sliding scale, we can see the changes on sire rankings, but more importantly, here we can note the gestation length, calving ease, calf vigor, calf quality, weight, and also the colour, which is especially important for British and Belgian blues. The return page is arguably the most important page. On the top left-hand side, we have the opportunity to personalise the inputs for each of the farms we work with according to our customers' needs and wants, reflecting market conditions in real time with reference to calf values and, more importantly, budget requirements. Once we've set the personalised inputs, we can see how the ultimate breeding strategy compares with a conventional breeding strategy. The first half of the page highlights the key differences in increased calf revenue due to increased beef semen usage and, ultimately, more beef calves being born. We also note associated increased semen expenditure due to using high genetic merit sexed Ultra 4M dairy genetics on identified females. What is clearly noticeable is the considerable decrease in the number of dairy-bred bull calves as a result of increased sexed and beef usage. On the second half of the page, we focus on the ultimate breeding strategy as justification for a sustainable, integrated approach, maximizing economic returns as well as applying selection pressure to increased overall herd genetic gain in subsequent generations. The last section of this page effectively highlights the net difference between saleable calf crop value and overall genetic investment. This value does not encompass anything beyond the genetic component, such as other variable costs. Therefore, as summary, we can calculate overall ROI, return on investment, as potential value generated less genetic investment to a PPL, pence per litre, benefit, as this is seen as one of the most prominent economic drivers in overall decision making on UK dairy farms. The list page enables us to take a holistic view of the entire female population, CCI, PLI ranking, and associated production and health traits. This list also identifies each animal by category, such as 0 to 12, 12 to 30 months of age, or then lactation. We can also see which females most likely would have a genomic evaluation, which is usually noticeable in the percent rel of the young females, where we can expect a reliability of plus minus more than 65%, followed by the sire name, which the individual animal is sired by. The category in the ultimate breeding strategy signifies the genetic merit of the individual animal within the overall herd population. Once we've gone through the whole selection process, identifying and segmenting the herd into the various categories associated with the ultimate breeding strategy, we can then download the full herd breakdown, which is what we utilize as part of an import function into our precision match functionality. Here, we combine phenotype and genotype, where we maximize genetic gain as well as economic output in order to ensure we align the category of sires that we've allocated to the particular female population to apply corrective matings, including accounting for inbreeding and functional traits.